Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. How are you all doing tonight? Welcome in for some TCG goodness. I am excited for tonight. I'm playing a deck that I've seen. It seems to be pretty good. Seems to be pretty fun. I played a couple games with it, and I'm excited to see how it goes. But yeah, here we go. Okay. So here's what happened. I don't know if you all remember, this happened on a handful of streams where like my game has crashed. It started to do a lot more now. I finally realized it's something to do with TCG Live being in full screen. So there might be a second here where it's broken and it doesn't look good. Yep, sure doesn't. So let me solve that really quickly. Because I didn't just realize, like, as we were going live, I was like, oh shoot, it's definitely not going to fit on the screen anymore. Okay, cool. You all won't even notice a difference. How are you all doing today? Sam, how are you doing? Golden Bucket, how are you doing, buddy? I meant to respond to your message, but I haven't responded to your message yet. That was a weird sound. I think that was part of the music. But yeah, I am excited to play around with this game tonight. Also, Old School RuneScape has a RuneLite plugin that's a TCG, and it's very silly. It's very silly. Oh wait, my RuneScape sound is all the way up. Let me turn that down. All right, now it's down. All right. I'm a little off the rail today. I have a bad cut right now, and I'm in so much pain. Like, when I tell you I'm in so much pain, I am in so much pain. Do pretty good trying to do 2 more drawings before Art Find ends. Let's go. I'm gonna be grinding some fishing tonight. That is what I will be. That's what I will be working on over in the Fishing Guild while we are streaming today. Fishing up some sharks. I still have not taken the time to actually go and get the rest of the fisher's outfit. So all I still have is the angler's boots. It's pretty problematic that the angler boots is all that I have right now, but it is all that I have. So you know, that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, I will be fishing up some sharks during stream tonight. My fishing level is 77. Definitely isn't best for XP. There's definitely some better XP per hour I could be doing. Also, if I spent the time to get the rest of the angler skilling outfit would help as well. But sharks sell for some money, so it's kind of a passive way I can make some money. But all right, let's talk about the deck I'm playing around tonight. I also still haven't hit Master Ball yet this season, and this season has been going for, I think, for like a week and a half at this point, but I have just honestly not been playing a ton of TCG Live. When I'm not streaming it, I haven't been playing too much recently. I've been playing so much RuneScape and some Pal World, and then we have the Pokopia DLC coming out next week, and I'm really excited to get back into Pokopia. So I've been playing a lot of TCG Live right now. But this is the deck we're playing tonight. So this is a Mega Lopunny 2 Cannon deck. Main idea of how this deck works is we attack with Mega Lopunny. For Gale Thrust, if they come from the bench to the active, they're punching for 60 plus 170 for a nice 230. Nice little cleanup Pokemon that we can also sponge a ton of damage with 330 HP. We play Wally's Compassion to heal damage off of an EX and put the energy back into our hand. We can, you know, use that with Enriching Energy to, if we want to draw a lot, or we can put Spiky Energy on there so that way we deal some damage. And then 2 Cannon is also a little bit of draw power for us, but primarily is just a nice strong single prize attacker with Feather Rondo doing 60 plus 20 for the bench. So if all of our benches are full, that we are hitting for, if like we have 5 Pokemon benched and our opponent has 5 Pokemon benched, we're punching for 260, which is really nice. Pretty impactful, and again, being a single prizer is pretty good for that. 2 rare candies to get those guys going, some Hildas to search out our energies and our evos. We also, of course, play Duns Sparses. I don't know how I feel about the 60 HP one. It's nice to have a free retreater, especially if you open it. But with Dragapult being Dragapult, I just hate having anything with less than 70 HP. It's there. What? It's there. Hey, how you doing? Welcome on in. I also opened Pokerogue for the first time since I saw this what you're going to do this week, and didn't play much litter after first fighters. Like, you have 51 eggs attached. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm so upset. If I can try and figure out my password tonight or tomorrow, I would much prefer to use my old account instead of starting a new account, just because I had so much on that account. But like when I went to it earlier, and I think I'm signed into the new account right now, there's like no way to like reset my password. And I am fairly certain my username was Wiz Studios. So I made a new one with Wiz909090, like my OG, like stuff. But yeah, I don't know. And even now, sitting at this now, I actually don't know how to sign out or how to log out. So that's there. But that's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow, is playing some Pokerogue. Doing good. We're getting ready for a webcam tournament tonight for GLC. Nice. What deck are you playing? Oh, is it in settings? Is that where you sign? Yeah. But I'm like, I don't even know like what password I would guess. It's not saved in my password manager for whatever reason. So I was like, roughly the time. I don't know if you all are the same. Like when I'm have to reset passwords for like whatever reason, I can always go back to a certain time. And I'm like, see, I was like, this was the handful of passwords I was using at the time. That I don't typically like every once in a while, you know, you just change passwords, you know, you update stuff, especially with like 2-factor authentication. Like you just want to like refresh your passwords every so often. But I was like, okay, we were playing back at like 2024, and I was like, these were like the 4 to 5 like iterations of passwords I was using. So I tried all of those that I could remember, and none of them let me in. So I don't know. I might just not remember the password. Or maybe I wasn't playing under Wiz Studios. I tried to go back and look at some VODs to see if I could see what account I was logged into, but I couldn't see it. So I might continue to look around with that tonight. Yeah, let's hop into some Bunny Bird and see. Wow, we actually gets 96. That's crazy. Let's see if we can make it to Master Ball tonight. I think we need like 3 wins to get to Master Ball. So if we don't get to Master Ball tonight, it's gonna be pretty problematic. We want to go first with this deck, so that way we can like set up our birds. But if we have to go second, there is a world where we can attack, but it does require us to basically open Fan Rotom, Energy, and a Stadium. And also going first means that we can Fan Call without the fear of like, if we open Fan Rotom and our opponent goes first, they put down Team Rocket's Watchtower, and then we can't Fan Call. So Grass with a new Chestnut from Chaos Rising. Ooh, you'll have to let us know how it goes. Alright, we took 3 mollies. Big yikes, big yikes. And then we're opening a bunny. I'm fine opening a bunny. Maybe we are. Viper, how you doing? Just bought my first starter deck and playing for the first time on Sunday. Yo, let's go. What starter deck did you go with? This is such a good time to get into the TCG because like we're in between seasons right now. So every like local store is doing like low stakes like games and events. Events is mainly the word I needed. So yeah, this is such a good time to like get into TCG right now. So I love that for you. All right, we're gonna grab at least 1 peak. They aren't getting attack off because they're Festival Lead, so I think I want to grab two Duns. Because we're playing off a top deck if we don't Pokepad. So I think we are just going to have to grab a Dun Sparse with our Pokepad. Would love to top deck like a Hilda or something. Getting a rare Canyon would obviously be incredible. We'll just bench these for now. And we'll go ahead and attach Return the Mist Energy. Yeah. Likelihood of them playing Judge is real low. So we'll just go ahead and Pokepad, put the Dun Sparse in hand. And I think that's all there's to it. Well, the battle cage to bump through stuff. Mega Lucario recommended, so that's what I got. I switched out a few cards. So Mega Lucario is such a, it's such a nice like starting deck. It's very straightforward. It has a fun mechanic. It's got some really decent matchups right now. So yeah, definitely good pull. If you hit escape, then open the menu, then log off to the bottom of Poke Rogue. Okay, I'll play around with that and see if maybe I'll do that during stream. I'll just sit here and attempt to sign into my old account. If I can spell Poke Rogue. You all aren't going to judge me if I tell you I struggle at spelling the word rogue, right? First things first, I need to turn off the music. Audio, RR. Master volume mute. Wait, where did you say? Get escape, open the menu, then log off to the bottom of... What's the... F is the other key. F is such a weird key for that. Okay. And then escape. There. Oh, yes. It's in that. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, the first thing I need to do is I actually probably need to go to my old VODs and see if I can't find me sitting on like the login screen and see if I can't actually just to verify that Wiz Studios was my login. God. Can I just search my entire channel? Poke Rogue. I always want to go R-O-U-G-E. Oh, yo, let's go. Let's go. What a pull. What a pull. Okay, I would love to boss and kill the... Do I want to kill the apple or do I want to kill the Goldeen? Actually, I think we just kill the Grookey. I think killing the Grookey is just stronger here. Just because if they only had one or the other, but we definitely at least want to get rid of one of them. Big thing, though, is obviously we can't do any killing if we don't get any energy. So hopefully we can find some energy. I would love to find a pad and some energy. Actually, a pad is not what I wanted. I lied about a pad. What I wanted to find was a Poffin. But I got what I asked for. Okay. I'm going to attach the air balloon here because I don't want to waste this attachment. We will add, I think we will just put down a Dunsparce. Do-da-dee-da-doo. Sure. Okay. I want another peak, and I want a done. Then we shall retreat into here, and we'll be able to punch for 220. I don't want a boss. I think I'm okay killing a Grookey, just not letting them have Grookeys. We take the first prize, we just keep it a one prize game, at least for the start here, and I think we should be okay. Let me actually gear and see if we can hit a Hilda. We can. Like, hitting a Hilda wouldn't be too bad here, because we can just put an energy in our hand. Probably a Spiky, so I can push something. We'll grab... Do I want to grab a Trumbeak? We already have a Trumbeak in hand. We'll grab it done. Yeah, I think I like that a lot more. Cool. I don't think they play... They don't play Stamp for sure, and I don't think they play Judge, so I think my hand's mostly okay. Not judging, but I did see that. That's why my question was... Oh, wait, did I actually mistype it in the announcement? In Discord, did I mistype it? That's so funny if I did. I definitely did. That's... I just went and fixed it. Yeah, spelling is not my strength. You look at the registrations, it's like a full house of 25 players. Not sure how many will actually play with. It's good turnout. That does sound like a solid turnout. I took a few cards out and added Mega Signal and 2 Energy Retrieval. Mega Signal is solid. Energy Retrieval. Energy Retrieval is, I feel like, isn't as super necessary, but you said if it was just 1-2? Because for the most part, you're recovering energy with Mega Lucario's attack. Depending on if you have Night Stretchers or not. Night Stretchers are definitely more impactful, but it's not bad to have it to get your energy back for Lunar Cycle. Okay, they're gonna boss and probably just punch a Dunsparce to just kill it. Or a Baneri. Interesting, to kill a Baneri. They actually have to use both because they're only hitting for 40, right? Yeah, they actually have to use both of their Do the Waves to actually take the single prize. Alright, we'll send up the 2 cannon. We will evolve the Trumbeak. We will Evo here for sure. I think we boss and kill the other Grookey. I don't think I care too much about the Dipplin because they aren't like being able to search their deck, and shutting them down for that I feel like is so much more powerful. We're gonna bump the Stadium for sure though. It's just who I want to attach the energy to. I don't think we're gonna draw right now. We'll attach this here. I think I'm okay with that. And then we're just gonna boss this. Rebench Baneri. Aerial draw, draw 1. And knockout. Because there's a lot of cards that could be used to discard cards. I thought that'd be useful. That's fair. I'll be honest, I haven't played a lot of Mega Lucario recently. If you're not already aware of it, and I say this to anyone when they first get in, LimitlessTCG.com is such a great resource for seeing what people are currently playing with decks. But also, if you're new to the game, you don't just have like a stack of bulk to go through. And energy retrieval is not like a bad pool, but if you haven't already like seen what other people are currently playing with Lucario, you could at least get a feel for what people are typically playing. But Mega Lucario is such a fun deck. I really like it. I'm also just a big like Lucario fan, and so I tend to lean towards playing decks more that I like the Pokemon in. So yeah. Alright, what did they throw away off the secret box? Discarded those. They did get a Lily, so they will Lily. They got back to their stadium, which is fine. Right now, they will have to use both of their things to kill here. And they put down a lot of apples. And no... Why didn't they grab a Grookey? Is that their only Grookey they have? Might be. Might be their only Grookey. I think I might push... I'll push to Dunsparce, because I think I actually would be okay punching with Mega Lopunny here. If we can hit Lopunny. Just because Mega Lopunny can easily take the punches and not really be impactful. And they waste a prize card altogether. We'll Evo that. We'll aerial draw. Hilda, but we need boss. Alright, we'll runaway draw and see what we hit. We hit balloon, but we don't hit anything else. We'll just push here. And then we'll pop in. Do I want a bunny? I don't think I would care for a bunny. I'll just put a peek down, right? We have another Trumbeak and another 2 cannon prizes. Yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 of those. And then we'll attach our spiky energy to Baneri, possibly? Yeah, so that way they don't just boss it and kill it. Play the air balloon. So they could red card us after this next knockout. Just a air balloon there. And then we'll boss and kill Grookey. No Grookey for you. Sorry. Alright, when is... Oh, I have an upcoming stream. Fun fact. When is this upcoming for? Oh, it's privated. I delete this? I think I, like, accidentally started a stream at some point. Okay, delete. I understand. Delete forever. It was just a stream titled Hatching Eggs in Poke Rogue. Okay, Gen 2 and Pokerogue stream. I apologize if your ears get blasted. I'm going to try and pause this before it does. Okay, we're good. I muted the VOD. See if I can see... Oh, this is perfect. This is say who I'm logged in as. I just want to make sure I'm also trying to log into the correct profile. Take a picture of the cards. If you have a Discord server, I can send it. ! Discord. And then you can just drop it into the... there's like a deck list sharing channel. Oh, it doesn't say what account I'm signed in as. I don't know if there's anywhere for me to see that. Sad. We are definitely gonna red card them. I think it's gotta just be... Could be Hilda into... Yeah, I think we actually grab 2 cannon and mist energy. Because then I can rare candy to 2 cannon. We can aerial draw 1. Okay, so we'll red card them, push them down to 3 cards. We'll attach for turn. I don't think there's anything to pull off Buddy Poffin, but we'll just play it to get rid of it. Oh, we do have a bunny in there. How many Duns do we have in there? 2. Okay, we'll fail it. Bench the Dun. Play Battle Cage. And then knock out. Sent? Cool. Let me open up Discord. Wait, it's sideways. Let me look at it on my phone. It's also fine that it's sideways. Like, just look at it on the phone. It's not a big deal. All right. Oh, you got some nice arts too. Hold up. You got some nice art. I love the Mega Lucarios, the full arts there. They're so good. Wait, do you have Soul Rock? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 44, 45, 46, 47, 45. Is this the entire list? Because you do need the Soul Rock. I'll push the 60 HP. Here. Hilda. Hilda gets us for sure. Soul Rock was the 2 cards you need. The only way Lunatone's draw power works is if Soul Rock is in play. Okay, and then we're gonna play. How many stadiums have they lost so far? 2. We're gonna play Chin Pao to discard their stadium. And we'll just hold Mist Energy, actually. Actually, we'll attach Mist Energy there. Because Wally's only puts 1 energy in hand, right? No, that's all energy. Never mind. Thought I put 1 energy. But I think we're okay. I don't think they can reasonably take 330 damage. They might. They might have Gladion and Stadium in hand. If they have Gladion Stadium in hand, then you know what? Hats off to them. If they played it that well. Yeah, and I don't know that you really need the Cornerstones right now. The Cornerstone Ogre Pawns. I don't really know that they add a whole lot right now. Just because there's not a lot of like big okay, they're having a boss. They're probably gonna boss up something that they're hoping is stick, and they're just gonna Well, no, if they're gonna attack, then I just win. Yeah, then I just win if they knock out. No, Cornerstone is definitely a good ability with non-abilities not being able to attack. So like it would shut off like my Toucan being able to attack. But for the most part, people can like play around it. It's not a bad ad, because it will like it'll help you with like the with some of your matchups. It can definitely just stick on it. I don't know that you need two though. If you want to play it, I think I would cut and only play one. If you're looking for a way to like fit Soul Rock back in there, because I don't know, you definitely don't want to cut the Fighting Gongs, the Premium Power Pros. You definitely don't want to cut the Makahita or Harama, because those are just too important. Fez is important. You might be able to get away with just one energy retrieval. Because, I mean, the two air balloons are also really good. The Gravity Mountain's really good. That helps, like, your Dragapult matchup a whole lot. Honestly, if it was me with this list, I think my cuts would be cut one Cornerstone and cut one Energy Retrieval to add your two Soul Rocks back. Because Soul Rock's also a really good if you go second. Because Soul Rock does require Lunatone in play to be able to attack. But you can just attach an energy and punch for 70. And if you're going second, like in a Dragapult, it's an easy, like, take a prize, like, knocking out, like, your opponent's Dreepy. They leave an active or something. So definitely a good opener attacker as well. There's some situations where you could just, like, donk your opponent. That was a good first game. I also I'm trying to see in PokeRogue. I can't see my login. Can someone go back in time and tell me a year ago to be like, was that really only a year ago? That's crazy. Surely it just hasn't rolled over to 2 years ago. Yeah, I like that YouTube tries to tell me I streamed this a year ago on August 20th, 2024. Hell, that was 2 years ago. But it'll be 2 years in a month, so it doesn't count yet. Okay, I don't know if there's a way for me to see what account I was logged into. I just gotta assume I was logged into Wiz Studios. Because I don't think it literally says it anywhere in here, because I just hit continue. I wonder if I actually could find my first PokeRogue stream. Oh, you know what? I don't think my first PokeRogue stream exists on YouTube, though. That might have been a Twitch only before I was streaming on YouTube as much. Technician Meowth is the best starter. That's a video I have here. Remember Technician Meowth, everyone? That was a fun time. Welcome to Poke. Yo, shut up past me. That one it says was 2 years ago. This is past April. That's so funny. Didn't even notice that I need both of them play off each other. Yeah, I will tell you, you're not the first to do that. You won't be the last. Okay, this actually might have been my first time playing. It is! Hold up. Okay. No, wait! Why can't you show me the username? It doesn't show me my username in this video. I think my face cam was covering it. And not even purposefully. Man, I know we had so many Pokemon and so many shinies. That's so frustrating. I wish I could. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, gang. I hope you weren't waiting for me very long. Ooh, against Excadrill. Excited to see how this goes. Thunderbolt. I went against a low putting player earlier using the extra that I built with Mega Skarmory. I think Mega Skarmory is really good in Excadrill. I think that's such a good ad. I think that's such a solid ad. Well, how are you doing? Welcome on in, buddy. Okay, gonna pop in for a fan. Maybe we just grab a fan and a bunny. And then I think we Rotom for sparse. What's in my hand? A Trumbeak. can Hilda next turn. We actually already have Candy in hand, too. That's kind of crazy. I feel like we definitely want a second peek. Actually, I shouldn't grab the Bunny, because we had Bunny in hand. I didn't realize we had Bunny in hand, even though I literally saw it. I think we definitely should have grabbed a peek off that, so that way I could have grabbed another... Actually, this might be fine. Actually, I think I'm crazy. I think this is actually absolutely what I needed to do. Yeah, I think we're totally fine. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's actually fine. Everything about what just happened was great. I think I'm going insane. Going? I'm already there. The only other cards I didn't add to the picture was the energies. Nice. I think that happened soon after, but I don't recall. Maybe I'm misremembering. I replaced a Meowth for a Mega Scarm because, I'll be honest, I hate Meowth. No business extra. Yeah, I don't really think you need a Meowth and Extra Drill because it also, like, Extra Drill's already, like, hurting for bench space with, like, Genesect 3 or 4, or, like, 3 Matangs so that way you can have 2 Drillburs. And, like, Meowth just kind of chilling there, does nothing. At least Skarmory's an attacker. Mega Extra doesn't have many bench snipe options and it shuffles energy to be recycled. Yeah, it's huge. I think it's so good. Yeah, I think Mega Skarmory is absolutely a solid ad. I'm bougie, so if I was going to play, I might as well go all and get the nice full. Hey, I feel you. I feel you. The only I used to be big on that, and I still do that on some cases. The only reason I slowed down on is because I was buying too many cards. I would like play a deck like this deck right now. I've only played this deck today. And I would have like a couple good games with it, and I go, obviously I need to build it. And then I would go out and buy like the nice arts for everything. I'd be like, what am I doing? I was like, I'm not gonna play this deck actually. What am I doing? But I just had to stop because I was doing it too often. Like I was doing it so much. Call for Family for Fez is interesting. Call for Family for Fez is interesting. Man, I wish I had energy. I think we have to pad for Dodun and just hope we get lucky. Like if off the Dodun we can hit energy Trumbeak or a way to get or not Trumbeak, Toucannon, then I could just boss and kill their Genesect. They already have 2 Matangs, but it shuts them down getting a 3rd Matang, also getting an Evo here. And we take a 2-prize lead. I kind of dig that. I don't know. We'll see if we can make that happen. Rate to the energy star around 70. Yeah, it's insane the amount of energy this deck plays. Okay. Gotta play the Hilda then. No worries. No worries. We'll play the Hilda. I don't want to hit Enriching just to draw right now. So I'd prefer to get an Evo here. So we're going to take Knockout here. How much HP does Trumbeak get? Toucannon. Toucannon has 150, so they could attack with them. Before we aerial draw, let's grab out our Sparse. And we're going to aerial draw. Okay, then I don't need to play Enriching Energy here. I just want to make sure I had one of those for next turn. We'll put the Spike Energy in play, and we'll just move for knockout. I traded so much for the card, so I don't spend a whole lot of money. Very smart, very smart. I'm just really bad. It's really bad. 220 is so nice to be able to snipe the Fez. Yeah, like they get the 3 energy here, which is absolutely doable. They punch here. We put 20 damage on them, which doesn't really matter. I don't think Spiky really does anything in this matchup because it doesn't fix any math for us because we're outside of Mega Extra Drill. We're able to knock everything. But we might not even have to. I mean, right now they don't have the. Unless they bench a Drillbur, we don't have to worry about that for now. And if they leave this inactive, we can push here, and if we just get the Evo... I think no matter what, we push Dunsparce, though, since they're a free retreater. We'll just see what happens. I don't know if it's a smart trade, but I traded my Hot Tub Squirrel for new Mega Zaora. I really love that new Mega Zaora. I mean, it's honestly... whatever you think is... whatever you want. I don't think the new Mega Zaora is going to be a very playable card, at least not right now. Maybe post-rotation. At least right now, just Electric doesn't have a lot of support. I hope it does. I love playing Electric decks. I love that Mega Zaora, though. Yeah. I think Pheasant's fine. Nice late game draw. They kind of off the bench tonight. That is true. I was just surprised that they pulled it, put it on their bench so early. They could still whiff the 3 energy they need for knockout here. It'd be surprising because they've thinned their deck nicely, but it's possible. We could get really lucky here and they could miss it. And that's what I'm hoping for. That they somehow miss it. They'll take energies like the only saving grace for Megazord. Yeah. I think it for Plazor is one of my favorite. Oh, then yeah, I think that's absolutely a good trade then. Yeah, and I think Megazord is 6-0. Alright, they got the attack. Even if they whiff, there's no way they don't have an energy in hand they can attach Return with. Which is fine. They're taking 1 prize and then we're taking 2 prizes. Attach Return is here. And we're just gonna the best case scenario is we keep a single prize board state. Again, the 20 damage doesn't matter here. It's nice to have it, but it doesn't fix any math for us. We're taking knockouts no matter what. Done sparse up. Touch this here. Touch this here. Okay, so we have our attack. Have our attacker. I think we will Lily. I will ignore you, Drunken Dwarf. I think we will Lily. Okay with that Lily. Real draw. It will free retreat into 2 cannon. So here's the thing, right? We can save this for draw power next turn. Inevitably they get this knockout. And then we'd be attacking with Baneri. But we're not setting up a 2 cannon next turn. We are attacking with Low Punny. So I think we just swing and take our knockout here. Take our 2 prizes. They've lost some energy. They've lost the ability to pull, but I mean the likelihood that they need it to pull. But again, we're keeping a single prize board state right now, which is really nice. We won't be able to keep that next turn, assuming they get a knockout. They will need to hit Evo because 60 HP is not getting the knockout, so they'll have to evolve something to be able to kill here. What's Kofu do? I can't remember. Put 2 cards for hand on the bottom of your deck in any order. Put 2 cards on the bottom of your deck. Draw 4 cards. Zero is awesome, so is the Mega, even if it looks more like a Mega Luxray. I think it's great. They debut him in the movie and never gave him love after that, and kind of upsetting because he's so dope. Yeah, I feel like that and Zarude also kind of got that treatment, but Zarude I think was also because COVID hit right when like that movie happened. So I feel like they're another one that just never got a lot of love. Tournament started, but I got the round 1 bye. Let's go. Love a round 1 bye. Yeah, I don't know about the I don't know about the Kofu. This honestly the first time I think I've seen anyone ever play the Kofu. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy. They are metal making, so if they attach to active, they found the Metagross. If they don't attach to active, they did not find the Metagross. Okay, they found the Metagross. So they take 1 prize here, they drop to 4. We just need to make sure we bench another Baneri. So we haven't played any bosses yet, right? So this is just boss 1. My thought here is going to be boss Fez. Oh, actually, no, they don't have to discard energy to take, because they only have to hit for 150. But they punch for 300, and that doesn't kill Lopunny anyway, so I'm fine with that. It does one-shot it, but... Oh, no, they cycled that energy back. I was going to say they're going to be starving for energy, but they did cycle that energy back in. I think I'm okay with it, because all this energy's kind of stuck here. Oh, that's true. There is Kieran. I always forget about Kieran. But I don't think I care about them taking 3 prizes. I would just have to make sure we boss. That would be the only thing we would have to 1000% hit a boss. So let me actually pad first. We have 2 boss in there. We have 2 low. I think we're okay to go that route. Depending on what we hit, I think we're okay to hit that. Zach, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I think we're okay to go that route. And another boss. Damn, not hitting anything else though. No low punnies? That's pretty rude. I mean, obviously we can still attack with low punny, but we're just taking 1 prize. We're just taking 1 prize doing that. Which is fine. We take 1 prize and then we just boss the Fez. It's just kind of a little bit of a backwards, and we're here to the Metagross. They can probably recover the Metagross pretty easily. Also, this already Brave Bengal, they're already doing the extra 30 damage with the Metagross here. And the game just didn't want to give it to me without the trainer, because I really wanted to boss and either kill the Fez or kill this. More so this. Alright, give me the low punny. Do I have any more candies in deck? Do you still have 1 more candy? We're not completely lost. I was like, wait, how do we retreat? And I was like, yeah, I have the air balloon. Alright, we will retreat into this. I think we're gonna play the cage. We're just trying to get stuff out of our hand right now, just in case they do disrupt our hand. Leave the gear in deck, and we'll leave everything else. We'll just go for a Gale Thrust. I feel like Zuru wasn't even necessarily. Like there were 100 Zuru, like how come Mythical not have that many? When everyone else is a minimum 2. No, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. Push the Drillbur for their free retreat option. They could obviously attack with it, but they also only have 2 Matang in play. So they would have to hit... How many energy is it? Is it 5 to hit the 330 with Mega X Drill? Or is it 4? I can't remember if it's 4 or it's 5. They would have to hit everything off of this here. Which is possible. Super possible. Super duper possible. But I think they whiffed the first one. Do they tend to play red cards? We still have 1 boss in deck. They did attach 1 here, which is interesting. They play 1 or 2. I'm gonna be really sad if we don't get to finish this game, because okay, because it was hanging in midair, and I was gonna be real sad, because I feel like this is a matchup that is going to be often seen. You see the way like this came in, and no matter what after this game, we need to reset our client. I'm still also clicking through Pokerogue and not confirming at least that I was playing with Wiz Studios as my username. I don't think there's anywhere that it would have ever popped up. Maybe when the NPC talks to me, maybe they call me by name? Sorry, you get strong. You already cheated, didn't you? No, that's not what it is. Ah, there's the red card. Do get pad though for deck search. Was I using With Studios Welsh? Okay. I was like, I wasn't 100% sure or not, because I can't remember the password. But if I can at least remember the username, it doesn't ever lock me out for passwords, so I guess we can just keep hitting passwords. Let me try this one. And I don't think PokeRogue had, like, a password minimum. Okay, I was really hoping that was going to be it. Okay, so really we need boss, energy. We need a lot. We need a lot or we just kind of lose. We need a lot or we just kind of lose. And that's our only draw power we have. We did shuffle the deck, so we could hit all the things we need. We only get to see 3 cards, though. And we need boss, energy, Lopunny. Let's see! Okay, well, you know. You get Lopunny. I mean, we can take knockout. We might actually still be okay even with just taking knockout here. Because I don't know how they punch 330 here with removing this many. I don't know. I mean, I guess potentially. I mean, they have a huge hand, actually. They actually just need Evo Boss, which they probably have. So they actually probably have it. Assuming they somehow don't have Boss in this hand. They also have Fez, so they get to see. They'll see almost everything but 4 cards in their deck. If they somehow whiff all of that, then yikes. Or they could also hit 2 energy here and then just attach an energy and get their attack off. I got the password! Let's go! That's crazy. That's crazy. We got the password. Let's go. What was my current run that I was doing? I was attacking Eternius with a shiny Miraidon. That's a fusion? Oh no, that's interesting. I forgot fusions were in this. I don't know what this run was. Hey, they got the boss. Good for them. Good for them. They got the boss. Chat. No, wait. It locked me back out. Wait. Wait. Okay, I remember the password. I remember the password. I remember the password. Don't worry. Okay, so tomorrow we will not be restarting in PokeRogue. We'll start a new run, obviously, but I don't have to start a new account, which is really exciting. Which is very exciting, because I was really sad about having to start a new account. Imagine a second recycler. Second recycler would be wild. I just made an account for the live game, indicate what I'm doing. Live is fantastic for practicing. Like I mentioned, Limitless. Let me see if I can. I was like, where did my web browser go? I literally just had it. On display capture. So we go to limitlesstcg.com. You can see all the recent tournaments that happened. For instance, let's go and flank New Orleans. You can see that the winning deck was this Lily's Clefairy deck. I'm surprised we haven't like seen really anywhere in online tournaments at all. But here we can hit like copy to clipboard, and it copies this entire deck to our clipboard. And then we can go over to TCG Live, and we can click Create Deck Import. And then it just puts the deck in for us. So that way we can just play with decks that people have won with. But then also here on TCG Live, you can go to tournaments, you can go online, and then you can go to completed. And you can see here all the recent tournaments that have like finished up. You can go like this one has 215 players in it, which gives you a decent idea about seeing like what decks are doing really well. Like from this 215 person tournament, there was a Mega Lucario that placed 14th, and we can just look at their list and be like, okay, this is the list they're playing, especially if like that's a specific deck you want to play. And then also in here you can click their matches, and you can actually see what they lost against. Grimstarl and Festival Lead make sense. Both of those are really solid decks right now, and Grimstarl is not a terrible matchup, depending on how the early game goes, but it could be bad. But this is a very good resource, because then you can also just, again, copy their deck list and import it in. And there's also no microtransactions in TCG Live, which is great. I'm going to sneeze. Big sneezes. There also is a Tournament of Doom starting in an hour and 30 minutes. I will not be playing it because that is too late at night. But Tournament of Doom is like the big online tournament that tends to happen. So you can get a decent idea of stuff that does well there. Is there anything I'm missing in this deck that I feel like I would want more of? I mean, maybe like a single Ultra Ball. No, I don't know. Maybe 4 Lilies? No, I don't know. I feel like I'm just also bad at game. I'm just someone who's also bad at game. That's that one thing you need to know about me. I'm bad at game. Sam, if you haven't already seen today's today, let me know what you think about the thumbnail. Some of the remade decks. Today's Pack a Day. Wait, do you not watch Pack a Day? Hold up a second. Are we finding out that you're not watching the daily shorts? Daily, though. You need your Pack a Day. A Pack a Day keeps the professor away. It's so important. Seeing if none of you are watching the daily YouTube shorts, then you can watch them over on TikTok or watch them over on Instagram. Okay, Saved by the Top deck. Would have preferred this being a Poffin, but I will not complain. They could also be playing a Badoo, so we will use our Pokegear. No Bunny. Do I care about having a Bunny? But I would prefer to have a Trumbeak over a Bunny. Kind of. Lily or Hilda? Hilda, I think. Hilda gets us... I don't really care about the rest of this deck. So let's grab Lily. Lily's gonna be stronger. Professor Hastings. Yeah, I just grabbed like literally every professor for those. So every day it's just a different professor. And I was like, yeah, yes, Hastings. This will be a deep cut. Originally, before I found Mega Extra deck list, I was using the Mega Greninja pre-made deck. Mega Greninja is a fun one. I need to play more of that deck at some point. You're fishy fishies. Chat, look at these people out here just like dunking on me. Wearing, look at this person right here, wearing a full Angler's outfit. How dare they wear a full Angler's outfit when I don't have a full Angler's outfit? Like, how dare they? It's pretty rude. It's pretty rude. They could hit the do here. I don't want them to hit the do. I'll put Spike Pump in play.
Okay, maybe they're not hitting the do there. Why are you loading up a third Grimstar? Or Infinite, rather.
Because you want space for a monkey. I feel like you'd want space for 2 monkey. Unless they're assuming this guy's getting knocked out. They could be assuming that. What did they grab? Did they grab Morgrim off the gym? They did. And then we top deck a Battle Cage. Lily for 8. I was going to say, hopefully it's an impactful 8. Evo there. Evo there. Draw 4. We have energy, so I just need to hit a 2 cannon or a Baneri. A low bunny. Okay, we hit a low bunny, so we will attack. So we're gonna start swinging. Like, don't assume I am ever gonna not just start swinging. Because I'm gonna just start swinging. I'm gonna start taking prize cards. I still want to replay Ranger 3 one of these days, but also have new games. Yeah, I still need to finish Ranger 2. Let me finish that. Alright, right now, Fan Rotom is the only thing with an ability that's going to trigger the Frostmoth here. They grabbed another Morgrim, so that means they aren't attacking this turn. So that's pretty good. It's really good for us. And they also attached for turn here, so unless they have an Air Balloon in hand, this isn't going to be a Badoo. But even if it is, I don't care if it's a Badoo. Badoo doesn't really harm me in any way. Okay, they've kind of just bricked here. Your sleeves not having borders is kind of trippy. Wait, what? Oh, these. I was like, what sleeves? These. Yeah, because normally they do have a border. Yeah, you're right, They did stamp us, which really the only thing that's bad about that is I should have played the Air Balloon. I shouldn't have just left it in hand. But the stamping, honestly, like, our hand wasn't that great. We had Hilda, which could have got us some Evos. Alright, they do put 20 damage on their monkey and 20 damage on my fan. We do have boss in hand, and right now we're just punching for 60. We do get spiky energy off the top deck. That's all we get off the top deck. So we could actually attach to Mega Lopunny and be able to punch. So I think we attach to Mega Lopunny so that way we can Spiky Hopper for 160. And then we could either boss their Monkey Dory, meaning they have no damage buildup, so they're just punching for 180. But it's, do we want to just kill the monkey, or do you want to kill the Frostlass? Killing Frostlass is great. We'd have to chase another Frostlass at some point. I feel like just killing the monkey's pretty decent. If they only had one Morgrim in play, we'd obviously chase that. But I don't know how I feel about chasing that. Oh yeah, it does look really weird in the prize cards. You are right. We're punching for 160. Not killing them, because right now they're going to have 40 damage, 30 that they can move over. I think we just kill Monkey. We'll click the right attack. It's going to go up to 40. On pass back, it'll go up to 60. Our Fan Rotom's going to die. There's nothing we can do to stop our Fan Rotom from dying. It's going to die at some point. And that's just the way it is. This is just the way it is. It'll be a free prize card for them when it happens. They do get a Spike Month here, so they do get their attack off this turn. Our hope is that we hit a Wally and we can heal. Also, immediately after I finish my Art Fights pieces today, tomorrow I'm going to start reading Isles of Amberdark. I still haven't started it yet. I've had it. I backed it, and so like I have the book. I've had the book for so many months now, but I've just been like reading so many other things that I just have not gotten around to it. It's kind of dumb that I have not gotten around to it because I've had it in my hands for like it is literally sitting behind this monitor right here. Like it is right there with my stack of books. I cannot carry any more fish. Here, this is... There we go. 30 there is bad. But then 30 there is fine for me because I'm about to just retreat away. This will die on pass back and give them a free prize. When we draw. Really needed Wally. Aerial draw for 1. Boss's order. I mean, they are just going to get 3 prizes here, which does suck. They're actually going to get 4 prizes here. I mean, we could punch for 160, which puts them at 200. That doesn't really do anything for us. Could boss and kill their monkey again, but I mean, this still dies. They take their free prizes here. Yeah, we're in a really bad spot. That stamp, I just didn't think that stamp would hold. Like, at the time, the stamp didn't hurt, but losing access to the Hilda, and we just never drew into anything. Even off the Dunsparce, we just did not get anything great. We have this for next turn, though, which will be nice. We can at least get an attack going with 2 cannon. They gotta get another monkey in play, or else damage is just gonna keep building here on Grimmsnarl, which is nice. So, we'll hope that is beneficial to us, but I mean, they have an 11-card hand. It's gonna be kind of difficult for them not to get a monkey in play, but we do have 2 in the discard. Okay, they just grabbed back from the discard. I don't know where they push the 30, though, because they are going to punch as well. The Pika Peak would be the best place, because even if I evolve it, then it's just at 90 HP. Because no matter what, they take 3 prizes here, because this has less than 180 HP. I did Welsh. I got into it. I got into my old account. My experience in the Mega Lopunny match was to make it so they literally can't switch out back to Lopunny snipes or to Dunsparces. And then they had a red card! No! I just needed that Hilda so I could get energy. My energy. We hit energy, so that was the big thing. Is I just wanted to make sure we got energy. If they put this on the 2, that's incorrect. To put it on the 2 cannon, because I'm obviously going to attack with 2 cannon next, unless my math is off. Let me do the math. Okay, then they put the 30 there, because then 2 cannon pumps up to 70. On pass to me, back to them it pumps up to 90. They push 30, and that's not a knockout unless they boss. I know we're pushing this up. This is who we're attacking with, so it's fine. Yeah, they should have just put damage onto... I think putting it on the Pika Peak was better. Because putting it onto the Pika Peak, if I evolved to Trumbeak, they should have pushed 30 and punched 30, so that way no matter what, they just get 2 prizes. Because now, I mean, if they push 30 here, we have to evolve this out of range. Otherwise, they can push 30, punch 30, and be done. Which is obviously not what we want. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to grab a Trumbeak here, because I think I actually need to fill up the board. 260 plus 70 is a knockout. So if I can fill my board, we do actually just get knocked. We cannot put Dunsparce into play, because that's just an easy kill for them. But Dunsparce we can put into play. We can actually put Mist Energy here if we needed to, but obviously that's no longer an option since we pushed 2 cannon. And 2 cannons who we need to get the knockout anyways. Okay, we get the Trumbeak any hoozles. Yeah, we're currently punching for 220. And we need to leave this open because we actually do need to drop this Spike Month. We should actually check. Last turn, did they put a Grimmsnarl in hand? No, they put a Morgrim in hand. Did they ever put a second Grimmsnarl in hand? They did. They could have it in hand already. But I feel like we have to play to our outs and just make sure that they don't have it. Right? I feel like we just have to play to the out and just make sure they don't get it. Which means hitting Chin Pao here. and getting rid of the stadium. Again, they might already have it in hand, but we just have to play to our outs. We just have to play to our outs. Because right now they can push 30 here, and we will die on checkup. No, we don't. We actually survive by 10 if they can't get a punch as well. They just have another spike month. Okay, they just have game then. If I could have been able to... Oh, wait. No way they're... Okay, what was the point of playing it then? I hate... Oh, maybe they were checking... Never mind, they were checking energy. I was going to say, I hate it when people do unnecessary stuff here, but they were just making sure they had energy. And no way they don't have energy in hand. They could mess up their sequencing here, so we will see it out because it's not just instant win. They do have to... Why are we still playing the game? Why are we still playing the game? Maybe they don't realize they have game on board. They don't need a second monkey. They've also already attached for turn. Do they not realize they already have game? Okay, they're putting damage in the correct place. I just don't understand when people continue to play the game when they already have won the game. It is my biggest pet peeve. Oh, it's my biggest pet peeve. Just like play the game quickly, but then you have to sit there just to make sure like maybe they whiffed it, maybe they didn't realize they had it. Like there's no reason to be dicks. Just play the game. Usually if I see my game just goes, oh, I win, click button. Exactly. If you see win game. Win game. But I still stand by. They 100% put damage in the wrong place because I pushed 2 cannon. That 30 damage that they put on the 2 cannon didn't matter. Honestly, had they put it on the Pika-Peak, had I been able to play around, like, evolving the low punny, because if I would have just hit low punny, they wouldn't have been able to win, because I would have just evolved out. Had they put it onto the Pika-Peak, I would never have been able to get around it unless I got rare candy. So they still incorrectly pushed the damage, but I whiffed it. I whiffed it. I figured out that the individual field gives you an incorrect message, so I typed Wiz Studios and said password was incorrect. Oh, okay, so it was to confirm that it does exist, yeah. So I was able to get in. It took me, honestly, quicker than I thought. I had a thought earlier. I was like, wait, I never tried this password. Let me try this one. And it worked. It was the password. It was the password. Well, that's why WizCon is super specific. I mean, there are times where, like, I will see that they have win, and they just don't see it yet. But it's when, like, they, because they were playing towards it earlier, it's like, you already have that win con. Just win the game. I think Baniri is my least favorite opener. I think, honestly, I would always just rather open a Dun. So that way I don't have to worry about getting this out of active to do anything with it. Etch potential. I mean, they are using Mega Darkrai, so could be playing against Mega Darkrai. We do have another Poffin, but we could use that to get Dunsparces later. I think we'll definitely just grab Rotom here. Grab double peck. Or just be in Zoroark. I mean, could be. They could be just playing with my heart. Just be playing with my heart. Where do I want to attach this energy? We'll attach it there. Yes, we shall attach. Oh, other Dunsparce prize. Should have checked that first. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. In Zoroark, I think, like, if I was to go to
Like, if I was to go to a regional tomorrow, I think Inzor would be what I'd be playing. Not because I think it's like the best deck in the format. Obviously, Dragapult is still best deck in the format, but I think of the top decks, Dragapult is the one that I feel the most confident with. I feel really confident with Dragapult. I've done really well with Dragapult. I've won cups with Dragapult. I think Dragapult is, for good reason, the best deck in the format. I just hate playing the mirror match so much and tend to play really poor mirror matches. You are correct. It is in Zoroark. They were tricking me with the Darkrai sleeves. You are correct. Pult's a deck, and that's the other thing. Like, Pult is the top deck right now, but everyone knows the counterplay or plays a counter to it, and that's why I'm like, I just like Zoroark right now. I didn't love Zoroark before Transformation Tome, but Transformation Tome just gave it such a unique paths it could take, and I just love that. The whale! We played a few games with the whale. It did not go well for me. It did not go whale for me. I wasn't even doing a pun there, but it worked. I think we will gear before we done. Because there's the world where we gear and we hit Lily, and we could potentially Lily into Balloon, so I don't have to waste like an attack retreat here. I would love to not waste an attack retreat. I would love to top deck Rare Candy though. You know, if we're not asking for too much, right? This is the. I was gonna talk about this. This is the version how I think this is a very interesting version using the Snorunt, and I kind of want to see what it is. You know. We're definitely gonna bump that. Definitely don't need that. We need to Lily because I need to hit Balloon. Hilda gets me an Evo and an energy, but I need Balloon. I don't want to just throw away an energy, but, you know, we whiff it anyways. We whiff it anyways, so who cares? So who cares? Not me. That's for sure. I don't care. Oh, missequenced. That right there, chat, is what we call a good old missequence. I knew the other Dunsparce was prized. I needed to wait. I needed to wait before we did that. I needed to run away draw first so I could Dunsparce again. Really punished myself there. Big ups on me for doing that. Big fantastic job there, because we will be taking nothing. We could run around. I think we actually have to run around here. That's my turn. Oh, what a fantastic attack. Always dropping you missequence, yeah. We're supposed to not have to face the consequences of our actions. We're supposed to, it's supposed to just be fine. Consequences? Why? I don't need consequences. They do have a loaded board here, though, so they will need to tome this out. They were probably banking on me getting a knockout there, and to be fair, I was also banking on getting a knockout there, so, you know, we're both disappointed. We're both disappointed. And I shouldn't have evolved this Trumbeak either until I saw how the turn was going. Because I much would have rather evolved this one, so that way I could have two-canned this one. I believe this version playing because they play a 1/1 Snorunt Frostlass. I think it's specifically to help a lot with Thesphilide matchup. It helps with other matchups as well, but Thesphilide is a big one for it. But they do still play Darmanitan. Turn away an Ultra Ball is interesting. Yeah, they wanted to sacrifice that guy, so I'm happy to let Snorunt just keep kicking, you know. Okay, they got their energy. They don't have an attacker yet. That's an easy solve, but they don't yet have it. I would like for them to just pass. Just pass. No, they're gonna. Oh, interesting though. If they go for an attack here, choosing to take a prize card here is interesting. That means I don't have to boss to get a knockout here. Like, them taking a single prize here is not impactful for them. Meanwhile, I just get to kill with Trumbeak and just take 2 prizes and kill a Zoroark. Cool. And we already have 2 cannon in hand, so we'll just grab done. Would I rather grab and I guess I'd rather grab enriching here. We'll leave that. That'll probably be a better late game. 2 cannon punches for 60 plus 20 damage for every Pokemon on both benches. So with my opponent having a full bench, then I hit for 260 and they're poisoned, which is what fixes my damage. Right now, I'm only punching for 240, but once I bench one more Pokemon, I will be punching for 260. They'll be at 270 on the pass back. They'll take the 20 damage. That's why I'm like kind of bad for them to have chosen to poison to get in here, because that fixes my math for me. It fixes my math for me, which is not great for them. I just get a free 2 prize cards. This is probably a pretty bad matchup for us, though, overall. Just because it's difficult for us to reach 280, and I don't really want to punch 280 with Bunnelby or with Lopunny either, or 240, because then if they play Reshiram, they can then just easily one-shot me. But right now, we are keeping a 1-prize board state. For them to be able to take 2 prizes with Darmaku, they will have to boss, because 2 cannon will survive the 90 damage. They will have to boss. It would suck, but they could do it. It also denies them Fez, yes. If they were to bench Fez, it denies them that since it died during turns, yes. Consider extra base requires all their bench space to be filled with pretty common for 2 cannons to swing for high numbers, yeah. That's also why I'm like, I've toyed around with the idea of like adding like a black belts trainer, but that's just punching 300, which obviously is impactful here in Zoroark, but it's not really, doesn't really matter in Extra Drill or in Dragapult, which Dragapult you can play around with Lopunny. So I'm like, maybe a Brave Bengal just specifically for the Zoroark matchup. But then it's just a one-of, so you're only doing it once. They also benched Fez, and then they just realized that they didn't get Flip the Script. You all barely saw them pop up right here, but they did because they thought they had to flip the script, but they died during a turn, so they do not get to flip the script. That's also two prizes on the board that I can easily reach with 2 cannon, meaning I can keep a single prize board state. They're just going to knock the Dunsparce, which is probably pretty good for them. It does suck for me, but I don't really need the draw power, at least at this moment. They don't have anything to disrupt my hand. So we can just boss. And we'll just boss and kill Fez. And we do get the balloon. I would love to draw into another 2 cannon. Epophant, I guess, is something. Put another bunny down. Do I still have candy? I do have 1 candy, so I guess we could put a Pikapeck. So we do have 1 bunny here, and if they boss the bunny, then 2 cannons, fine. I also have candy in hand. Yeah. Balloon that one. Already aerial drawed, right? Yeah. I think Brave Bengal would just be better in general, yeah. But I don't know if Brave Bengal's worth adding for just one specific matchup. Because it doesn't really... 290 isn't really ever an impactful number otherwise. Oh, they got the Tome! Bye-bye Snowrunt. Or... yeah, bye-bye Snowrunt. So they are gonna... which does mean they need Boss to be able to fully get the big impact from this. Night Stretcher for Fez. Now, I don't think they've used any of their trades yet. This is actually a great... this is what Zoroark does well. Yeah, they haven't used any trades. This is what Zoroark does really well of. Should be pretty easy for them to find the boss. They have a very thin deck, although they only have probably one boss left. Because they already have 2 in the discard. Which we also don't have a boss in hand yet either. But if our hand stays the same, which I'm fairly certain it will, most of these, especially with Snowrun, I don't think they can fit a red card in there. They might be able to. I might be completely off base. They might be able to fit a red card. But as long as our hand stays the same, I think it's actually better for them to not even hit Darm and just attack with Zoroark. They can't attack with this one, though, because I think this one already attacked, so they do have to retreat to the other one. That doesn't matter. Yeah. They did hit the red card, but we do hit the gear. We put how many cards to the bottom there? We put 9 cards to the bottom of our deck of 28 cards. So that's 19 cards. We draw 18 cards. We Pokegear. We get to see 11 cards, 3 of which weren't in hand. Pretty decent chance. We also hit the Lopunny. Pretty decent chance we hit the boss. And they also gave us an additional draw here. That was actually the incorrect thing for them to do. They definitely should just kill the Toucannon. Should be high chance of hitting boss. Aerial draw for 1. Not looking good. Hey, there it is. Boss. 240. And that's what I love about this deck, is keeping a single prize board state, but even had they killed here, we would have just pushed the Pika Pack. Yeah, they definitely should have just killed the Toucannon. Although, I mean, I get them like wanting to shut down draw power, but Toucannon was just an attacker. They red carded me to 3. It was fortunate that I hit the Lopunny, but there's absolutely a world where I could have whiffed the Lopunny. Absolutely a world where I could have whiffed the Lopunny. And needed, you know, or not been able to attack. Black Doll. So pretty. I also really like this Delmise. I'd really like to pull this for realsies. Speaking of me pulling cards, if you all aren't already, just going to casually mention that you should subscribe to my YouTube channel at PokeWizard over on YouTube. On YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, I post daily pack opens. Simultaneously on all 3 sites, wherever you best want to watch it. A pack a day keeps the professor away. If you haven't already, please go subscribe. We're on the way. We just hit 1,300 subs the other day. 1,300 subs over on YouTube the other day. So we are now on the way to 1,400. Toucannon is far more threatening of a card drawer. I agree. I agree. Because it's not only because it's drawn, it's also attack. It hits so hard. Yeah, it is such an interesting choice. We also still had enriching energy in deck. So there is a world where we could have also drawn into that, which would have been great if we would hit that off the red card. We didn't, so it doesn't matter, and we hit the boss, so again, it doesn't matter, but it would have been really cool if we would have hit it. That's why I was like, let's leave it. I get a pretty decent opening hand here. We can also Lily, which is nice. I kind of want to try and stretch for a Fan Rotom knockout. Is that being too greedy? Let's see how many stadiums we have in here. We have both stadiums in here. It's definitely being too greedy, but we're about to see a lot of cards. But that would mean attaching enriching energy to Fan Rotom, which feels bad. Feels bad. Don't think I want to attach that to Fan Rotom. We will not grab a Trumbeak here, though, so we are going to Lily, so we'll just grab 2 Peaks. 2 Peaks and a done. We're going to stay away from the 60 HP one, though, because they do play Rare Candy in this build. And we don't want to give them the option. We just won't play Enriching here and just hope we hit Energy. Okay, we did not hit Energy, but it's okay. We also did not hit anything else. I think we're okay to just leave Baneri inactive. No, I think we retreat Baneri. I don't think we retreat them into Fan, though. I think we just retreat them maybe into a Dun. I mean, if they get a Rare Candy and get an attack off here, it kind of sucks. But I don't know that Baneri's even the attacker, so I think we're actually okay to just pass. I don't know how this matchup goes. I think Lopunny might be the... I don't know. I think we just pass here. This is going to be an interesting matchup here. I just have to hope they kind of brick here. I should be off. Good night, Wiz. Nice. And thanks, Welsh. Thanks for bringing on through. We will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST, for some Poke Rogue. Hope to see you there. Rare Ultra Ball for Meowth, I assume. No, for Badoo. They're going to go for Item Lock. I was absolutely expecting that Ultra Ball for Meowth for Lily's... Or not Lily's Clefairy, for Lily's Determination. Still, I think Frogadier is absolutely more of the threat, right? Like, I think Dracloak is mainly their draw power in this build. So, plan is to Air Balloon Baneri, Air Balloon into Dunsparce, or into Dunsparce, evolve to Dunsparce, Runaway Draw into Energy, evolve first to Mega Lopunny, then Runaway Draw, because otherwise it wouldn't matter. But we whiff it. Whiff it real good. I guess if we whiff the energy, we can choose to go elsewhere. But we do have to first Evo here, else it won't matter. I mean, we can hit the energy off Hilda, so we can attack this turn no matter what. But I'd prefer to be able to boss. Okay, we hit the energy. Cool. Cool. I just want to make sure this guy's dead. Let's see. What's here? No other bunny. I think we're okay with no other bunny right now. No other bunny will come on between us. Obviously, Badoo gets pushed. I'm pretty sure they play Neo Upper, so they could just decide to attack with Dragapult here, which I'm mostly okay with. It doesn't really super matter. So we can just Wally the damage away and then punch for 60, which isn't super great unless we top deck to Dunsparce. Then we could Air Balloon retreat to them and then get them back up there to punch for the 230. Or actually, we can if we hit like 2 cannon, we could Wally to get the energy here, retreat obviously to heal the damage. Now I'm assuming we're Meowthing for Lily's determination. I assume. It'd be crazy if we didn't grab it. Yeah. You know what? I meant to ask Welsh this as well. But for the chat, for Poke Rogue tomorrow, should I do another like single gen challenge? Like I can only use Pokemon from a certain generation. I have no idea what I want to do in Poke Rogue tomorrow. I've just been thinking about the game a lot recently, and I want to just play it again. I know they've updated it, but I don't think there's like obviously like a story mode or anything. I just want to play the game again. But maybe do like a single gen run. We've done like a Gen 1 only and a Gen 2 run only. I don't know, it could be fun. Okay, this is just an Itchy Pollen. Which means we can just Gale Thrust for 60 for knockout. We don't even have to worry about running away. Sadly, the spiky energy doesn't really... Unless we can hit boss. That... We do hit boss, but there's no way for us to... Because we're just hitting for 60. Man, that would have been fun. I think we just Hilda here. I think we just Hilda here for energy. And we just punch Badoo. I don't think there's any reason to do anything other than just grab Enriching and grab 2 Cannon. And just knock out Badoo. No reason to do anything else. That's true. That is true, Sam. Just give myself some different options. Alright, well, Enriching to draw 4. I was hoping to hit either another Dun or a Dun Sparse, but that's okay. For the knockout. I don't remember how much Mega Greninja hits for. Oh shoot, they could also be playing regular Greninja EX, which punches for 170 times 2 because we're weak to fighting. Ugh. We actually should have retreated there and attacked with 2 Cannon. That was stupid of me. We should have attacked with 2 Cannon there. I always forget that that this isn't just Mega Greninja, that they could play the Terra fighting type Greninja EX in this, but they do need to hit Rare Candy for it. They only need 1 energy to attack, but they would get a knockout. That would suck. I don't remember how much HP it has. So if they did that, we just have to do the rest of the game single prizing, which isn't undoable. I don't know. We will see how their turn resolves itself. We will hope for the best. Hoping for the best. So far, I'm hoping they whiffed because they aren't like immediately doing anything. Which makes me think they whiffed. Okay, they got Ultra Ball for at least something. What is the something, though? They could have Candy in hand. Okay, no, it's just Dragapult. Interesting. They have Neo Upper in hand? No, they're going to just Lily and hope they either hit Neo Upper or hit Candy Greninja. But choosing to get rid of their draw power is kind of crazy. I think I would have instead Ultra Balled for just something else to put on the bench. Like, thin out some cards, sure. But, like, losing your draw power is not great. What does Summoning Jujutsu do again? Search your deck for 3 Pokemon, reveal them, put them in your hand. This will also see we'll potentially reveal Terra Ninja to us. Oh, double Terra Greninja. So yeah, let's get this guy out of here. So we'll retreat, force them to have a boss, push 2 Cannon. Oh, how much does Terra Ninja have actually? HP wise, I couldn't remember. It's 310. Yuck. Yuck. Pokepad for Trumbeak. Evolve Trumbeak. Pokepad for Dunsparce. I don't know that I even want to run this Dun. I think I want to just leave this Dunsparce here right now, just as in case they disrupt our hand. And then right now we're punching for 240. So we could also boss and punch into Dragapult, but I think we just boss and punch and just take 2 prizes off Meowth. I think that's more impactful. They can obviously boss here and take 3 prizes, but then we just keep a 1 prize board, and we should be able to win the war of punch, punch, punch to game. I hope. We'll see. I've also fished 187 sharks during this stream. That's pretty exciting. Wow, look at me dropping off some more sharks into the bank while my opponent decides who to promote. They may have Alt F4 Rage Quit. Wow, look at me over here fishing up some sharks. Okay, no, they pushed Froakie, so they're still here. Dragapult, if Dragapult came up, it meant they weren't here. You can always tell if someone Rage Quits because it's always, or lose connection, whatever it may be. It's always the Pokemon to the left, all the way to the left that gets auto-promoted. So if it's ever a Pokemon that's not all the way over there, it's that. Okay, so we got Greninja, it's 350 HP, it's 200 damage, and they can also put 6 damage counters. I'm okay with that. This is Greninja Pulse, where anything... Yeah, I've seen a lot of them playing... I think it's a 2-2-1 line, maybe a 3-3-1 line. But I believe they only play one singular Dragapult because they play the Neo Upper Energy. Just as a potential attacker, as well as it's a non-ability attacker, which they have this as a non-ability attacker. I don't know. It's a choice for sure. Yeah, Dragapult. It's really anything can work with Dragapults. It's pretty upsetting, honestly. Okay, they're getting a Night Stretcher for an energy, so they can punch with the Mortal Shuriken. Now they could Shuriken and then chain that with Dragapult with Neo Upper and, like, kill Dunsparce or Trumbeak if they wanted. Doesn't really buy them a whole lot, but they could do it here and just take 2 prizes and force me to attack here. We'll see what they choose to do here. Why? What? Are you not planning to attack and kill here? Also, it's not like you can take... You can't use Dragapult to take damage for having Mist Energy. What a weird choice of an attack. Okay, and they're just going to retreat and take the 3 prizes. Sure. See, I feel like this is actually another case of where having a potential... what's it called? Brave Bengal would matter. Because we could Brave Bengal to get the damage there. How much does their second? It's just 120 to each. Well, maybe that's why they were doing that. Actually, never mind. The 60 here makes sense if they are planning to attack with Mirage Barrage. But I don't know why they would boss if they're planning to Mirage Barrage. Yeah, why boss if you're planning to Mirage Barrage? I understand, though, now why they put the 60 here. I haven't, Sam. Oh, shoot. When does that end? So they take 4. Then they kill this. There's a world where they could double Shuriken and win, but it's low chances. So hopefully we can keep low chances from happening. I don't even necessarily want to boss. Like, I think I do want to punch into this, because this is the only thing that one-shots this. Because if we boss here, I don't know their energy counts is the thing. We don't have any peaks to peck. We have no peaks to peck. And I only have 1 recovery to get a peek of peck back. So, I mean, I will Night Stretcher for it to put it back on bench. I don't know that it wholly matters, but we will at least get it there. Buggy Pat for the done. $170 times 2 is more than enough, right? It's 340. Yeah, it's always more than enough. But I was considering that. I was like, is it even worth it to like Wally's Compassion and heal to 20? No. It's not.
And I don't think it's worth it to boss anything, because then we would just have to boss again next turn. And we're actually, this is our last boss, so we can't do that anyways. So I think we just punch here and just hope for the best. I think that is our only out. Kind of assume they have to attack with this Greninja here. There's also, since it's not a Mega, they can't really heal a lot of damage off of it easily. Red card, it's why we left the Dun here. To give us some potential draw power. I wish we would have been able to get another Dunsparce down. I should have actually put it... Oh, man, I actually fucked up. We could have actually binged one. No, because we couldn't. Never mind, because it was only the 60 HP. We didn't. We chose not to put the 60 HP down, because 60 HP is just a free prize with the Mortal Shuriken. We didn't want to give them that. Trading a balloon for a Bengal may be worth it. I think so. It might be at least worth it to try. I don't see a reason why not to try it. August 6th, as long as you log on and connect to the internet and don't connect to the internet after. That is true, we'll just have them there. Might as well just turn on right now. Because I think really, I can't remember all the ones, but I think the one, obviously, that I care about the most is trying to do Basculin. Which, I mean, to be fair, I haven't played Champions in a while, which was the biggest reason I wanted Shiny Basculin. But I also just want all the Shinies, obviously. But... The Skarm is the final change I'm making to my extra deck, because otherwise it's just keep changing small things. It's going to be worse. Yeah, I feel like you get to a certain point where you're like, okay, now every change I make is... Nothing is improving. They are choosing to retreat here, which is what I was afraid of. But that means they aren't taking the knockout here if they're retreating. Unless they play a switch. Like, maybe they could be retreating here so they could punch 60 somewhere, and then they play a switch to get it back in. You got the Basculins before, luckily. Yeah, I never got Basculin. Let me actually make sure my date and time is correct on my Switch right now. It is not. Sync. It currently thinks it's April. Not that I think it matters to those, because those are all as long as we connect online. Connect to the internet. They did retreat into Dragapult, which is interesting. Alright, we can now connect to the internet. Wow. Oh, wait, is Feebas and Psyduck also in this? Oh, I need to hunt Feebas then. Because Feebas is another one that I don't have shiny. Oh, wait, and it's the Tatsus, isn't it? Oh, that's the other big reason we need to do it, is for the because it's the gold. Okay, maybe I'll do some casual shiny. I already have Psyduck shiny, so I don't really care about that. Okay, cool. Alright, so all we need is Phosphor Game. We have one boss. Got some Pokegears in there. Just trying to thin the deck here. We'll free retreat the Dun. And we draw, see what we get. Did not get boss, but we did get energy, so we can attack with 2 cannon. Got enriching energy. Hey, there's the boss. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's go. Oh, let's go. 3 Drillbur, 2 Extra Drill, 1 Skarm, 2 Genesect, 4 Beldum, 4 Batang, 2 Metagross, and a Fez or Mons. This feels pretty good. I think the 2 Metagross is definitely needed. Considering using Hop Zacian over Skarm, but I already did a ton of damage. I love the Bench Sniper as well.
I love the idea of a bench sniper. I think that it's so good to have a bench sniper. Well, we did not. We did not. Oh wait, I want to actually view the deck stats. 2 of these losses were off stream when my PC was or not my PC, when TCG Live was crashing yesterday. I don't know how many wins we've haven't won today. We've definitely lost 2 games on stream. One of them was very close. So like honestly, like I am kind of the deck is pretty consistent. But yeah, we have 3 balloons. I feel like we can definitely drop a balloon. We have 3 balloons. I feel like we can definitely drop the 2. Because I think the Bengal could be impactful. But honestly, another card that I was considering is the accompanying flute. Especially late game, when they're like choosing to not like bench stuff. I don't know, it could be interesting in certain like positions to like force like Meowth to the bench or something. I don't know. I think you might want to need to play more than one of them. I don't think it's super matter, but I mean honestly, it could be interesting. I feel like Bengal works in a lot of scenarios, because like we're punching 260, it pushes up to 290. There are some situations where I think it matters. A Bengal 2 cannon? I don't think so, because it's only plus 30, isn't it? Am I doing the math wrong? With a full bench is 200. No, it's plus 60. It's 260 plus 30, not 280. I think that's I think that was Palkia that was hitting the 280 plus. Unless, am I just doing the math super wrong? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. No, it's 260 plus 30. So it's 290. So really, it only matters for Zoroark. Zoroark is the only thing it matters for, but Zoroark is a good deck and is a what's the word? Is a meta deck that is being played. So I think it is still worth it. I think it is still worth it. And Zoroark is a threatening matchup. Yeah. I think it is still definitely worth it. We've barely had Tawalis though, because more often than not, we're just doing the single prize attack. So there could also be a world where we drop down the 2 Wallies. There are certain games where obviously we need to keep Wally because it matters. We're attacking with Lopunny. I think the Dragapult matchup is definitely a big one. My thing is like maybe add a second recovery card. Welcome back, Golden. So they go with 2 Wallies. That's what I'm thinking. It's like all the Pokemon here are good. I don't think there's like 2 Dun. It sucks when one of the Dunduns gets prized, but I don't think it happens often enough that we need up to 3. But I think there are times where I'd prefer another Night Stretcher, or maybe not. Maybe just another Lilies. Because I mean, honestly, do we do that much recovery? Not really. Maybe even a 3rd Candy to give us more likelihood to get early 2 Cannon. I don't know. There's a lot of things to potentially try with this deck. Like 4 Lily. I mean, obviously, I want to do 4 Lily. Hilda is what we're doing more often, though, because we're getting that. Honestly, yeah, let's try 3 Candy. Yeah, let's try that. All right, we're going to play one more game before we wrap up for the night. Welcome back, Golden. I can't remember if I said it or not. I read it, but I don't know if I verbally responded to it. Golden, just you know, this is where I've been. Right here. In full graceful, except the boots. In full graceful and some angular boots. With a dragon harpoon. This man's looking at me funny. We're just gonna one-shot him. Easy. Easy. Oh wait, now it won't. I was like, now it won't let me fish. I have fished up 223 sharks. I know, I do need to get the rest of the skilling outfit. It's pretty problematic. Am I going first or second? I assume second. Yeah, second. Smooch 'em! We are playing into Slowking. Oh, wait, maybe not? Slowking doesn't play to Dunsparces, do they? Or Poffins. Okay, I don't know what we're playing into. Okay, it is slow. Oh, this is Mega. This is Mega Slowbro. I believe this is Mega Slowbro. Excited for your. I'm excited for you too. I'm really excited to see them. You should definitely post them in the Discord, because I am excited to see what the cards are. I have not seen. I don't remember what Mega Slowbro does. So when they play it, we are gonna have to look at it. We actually gotta look it up right now because I need to see its HP. I know it's a Mega, so it's probably gonna be over 300. Mega Slowbro. Yeah, I just need to see what the card does, how much HP it has. 330 HP. I've clicked on a TCG player link on accident. I think we are good down to 60 HP Dunsparce. Okay, Mega Slowbro, 180 damage for 3 energy during your opponent's next turn. If his Pokemon is damaged by an attack, place 12 damage counters onto it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Alright, so we'll grab a Peak, a Trum, and a Dun. And then we'll pad for a Bunny. Sounds like a Mega Extra, but yeah, it's a very interesting deck. What am I grabbing here? A Bunny. And we'll Balloon here. Throw you up. Hilda. Enriching Energy and Dunsparce. Also, we have a prize to Dunsparce. Tool Scrapper could also be an impactful ad. That is a good call. That is a good call. That could also be an impactful ad. The 2 cannon in hand. Okay, we'll pass. What do you call it when you want to get one of every card? That would be a master set. So master setting is one of every card. But then there's also a Grandmaster set, at least in Pokemon. A Grandmaster set is having one of every card and every, like, reverse holo. Because, like, you'll have a card that's just like this, which is not reverse holo, and then you'll have a reverse holo like this, or in this case, the Dunsparce also has one with the Master Ball. So Grandmaster, we get every version of it. But a Master set still does, at least in Pokemon, I don't know what other sets call it, does still require you to get like the illustration rares and the regular. But yeah, I'm interested to see what all you get from the Pal World set. Okay, they are still attacking with Slowking. Maybe this is just a Slowking deck. Or does Mega Slowking also still use it? I just feel like it's interesting. I mean, I guess it's draw power. Maybe they're just trying a single prize Slowking. Okay, chat, I think we're kind of cooked here. I think we're cooked here. I was not playing this as if it was Slowking, but I don't know, honestly, what I would have done differently. I think we do just kind of lose. Yay! Because they could get rid of our Enriching Energy, which would suck. We can get rid of our Fan Rotom. Anything but our Fan Rotom. Not our Fan Rotom. Okay, let's see what we get off the runaway. Damn, I was really hoping we get Rick Candy. Was really hoping we'd get rare candy. We kill this. Do we want a peek or a done? I think we want a peek. No, we want a done. Next, I was like, we have a Venerian there. Atlantic. That is so broken when you don't have to play the Grosh. Yeah, Kyurem is insane when you don't have to pay the energy cost. I'm just hoping they can't easily set it back up with red carding them and making them lose the 2 Duns. I'm just hoping they can't chain a what's her face? The item that accelerates. Oh, man, they got pulled into a Lily. The item that accelerates 1 psychic from your discard. I can't think of what it's called. But if they hit that and energy and Kyurem, they just win. And if they get that, good for them. If not, we have a chance. Wondrous Patch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm hoping they just have to go for the Delightful Kiss and we have a chance to do something. Nope, they had a Wonders Patch. And they get the attach for turn. Why are we playing this so slowly? Wait, maybe they were frozen. I don't know why else they would have played that so slowly. Yeah, good for them. I don't know. There is a world then where you could also argue maybe we should add Shaman, but I don't think adding Shaman is it. Because honestly, we could have, especially in a best of 3. I never like to tech for one matchup that we aren't going to see that often. Shaman isn't worth it. How we could have better handled this is A, going first. But I mean, we didn't have the choice in that. And then we just set low punny so that way they can't Kyurem us, and we set up the rest of our board. They can obviously still kill low punny pretty easily. And take their 3 prizes, but hopefully we can evolve the rest of our board out of. I mean, it's going to be a tough matchup, but I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth teching for one matchup that even at NAIC, where I think Shaman would have been a really good meta call considering how many Dragapults there were, it still had such a low meta share. It's a deck that isn't the easiest to pilot because it can run into draw power issues, so it's just not worth teching for. But yeah, I mean, I had a good time with this deck. Will I play more of this? Maybe. I'll probably play more of it off stream at some point. Tomorrow, though, we will be live at 3 p.m. EST, give or take. Keep an eye on the Discord. I might end up pushing back a little bit or so. We haven't fully decided what we're doing tomorrow. We might go and do like a little brunch walk around, so I might end up pushing stream back a little bit tomorrow, but I'll keep it updated in the Discord. Then I don't know what the stream schedule is looking like for next week just yet, but there will be some more TCG next week, of course. Probably play that, depending on if I've tested it yet or not. I want to play around with the Zork with Frostlass. I think that'll be interesting, because I've just still been playing Towards list from NAIC with just an added Reshiram. And, you know, obviously not a super great split here. Should definitely be higher. But it's still a deck that we're having fun with. I've just been doing really bad with, like, Pold recently. Like, every iteration I've tried to play with Pold recently, I just immediately match into the mirror match and just have a sad time. I just have a sad time. Chat. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful night. If you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe over to the YouTube channel. Also, Golden, I missed you. I get 12 first edition booster boxes. Oh, wow. I missed that message. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what you pull tomorrow, Golden. Or whenever you end up opening. So definitely keep us updated on all of that. Wait, is that Cynthia? Is Cynthia here? No, I thought that was the Cynthia intro. It sounded like it. No, this is Sonic Colors. That's not even close to Cynthia. Not even close. This is, though. Have a good night, everyone!